He's like Billy and shit. I'm like, what the fuck?
That's him?
No, Captain Cod in Philadelphia. It's Officer of Qadash.
Officer of Qadash.
Yeah, come to find out, Captain Cod's from D.C. I didn't even know D.C. was like really the South and shit. I didn't even really know that for real. I thought they would be like, you know, I really didn't know much about D.C. like that.
Hey, Shalom, Israel. Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barak Yahweh Shemalas Tabah Shem Yahshua. It's Officer in the Partizan Alabama. This is the Indianapolis, I.S.U.P.K. Indianapolis Lashawan Qadash Hebrew class. You know what I mean? That's where we come together every Friday to look at your Hebrew, right? How to learn the Lashawan Qadash, or the ancient tongue, the Hebrew tongue, right? This is actually our language as a people. It's our culture to speak Hebrew, right? Not Yiddish is what you know, Esau speaks. We speak the true ancient Hebrew. So I see we got people logging on. Hey, Shalom says Yahbashim Yahshua brother. Oh, Salaki. Yahweh Shemalas Tabashim Yahshua to Patricia, Candace, getting on. Hey, Shalom Yahbashim Yahshua Brakatah, the trooper Gadal Ya'ala, Most High in Christ. If you got any questions, go ahead and type them in. Go ahead and type in any of those questions you got. We're going to get going on the Hebrew class in 1 second. We'll wait for a couple people. Got a few viewers online. That's cool. Let's go ahead and get started. Like we always do, we're going to rock it out with the ancient Hebrew, the alphabet, and also the Assyrian. So we're going to do both. That's what we do every week. Kick it off. The more you learn, the better you learn the alphabet, the better you're going to be able to know how to pronounce the words, how to look at words and know what sounds they make. So, all right, we're going to go ahead and get started. You got any questions?
I mean, like I said, I was the other last Friday, you know, I was coming home from work and I was seeing that you was doing numbers and all that.
Numbers? Oh yeah, we'll do the numbers again. Okay. Matter of fact, because this stuff is so fresh and so new to most people, we're gonna do all the lessons. We'll probably do all the lessons. So we're gonna do not only numbers, we're gonna do days of the week. We're gonna do months.
Yeah,
we're gonna do all the common stuff. So like, and here's the thing: like people think that is real tough to start a language or learn the language. But if you think about it, brothers in the hood start their own language all the time. A brother be like, yo, I'm about to go hop in my whip. Somebody who not from the hood, they be like, whip? How are you gonna hop in a whip? I'm headed back to my crib. You're going to a baby crib? You know what I mean? We establish our own language damn near. You know what I mean? And so, like with Hebrew, all we have to do, I ain't gonna say all we have to do because it's a little bit more complicated than that, but just utilize the words that we learn, right? So instead of saying, instead of saying, what's up, brother? Yo, what's up, Ak? You know what I'm saying? Shalom, Ak. Like, it's little things like that where we're going to learn to start. So, for instance, if we learn the number, you know what I'm saying? I'd be like, hey, how many you got? You like, a Kad. A Kad means one, right? And so we just start incorporating these little words. And before you know it, we're going to be speaking whole sentences in ancient Hebrew. Right. You understand? So we're going to do the numbers again. We're going to try to do as many common things, right? Because I can break down we can look up all the Hebrew words for, you know, paragraphs. We can do that. And that's useful, you know what I'm saying, to learn how to do that, to get in, you know, the Blue Letter Bible, look up words, write it out in ancient Hebrew, write it out in Assyrian Hebrew. But the common words is what's going to help us. So we're probably going to jump into some of that tonight, for sure. All right. Go ahead, you got it.
What do you mean by the utilize? Like use?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. All right, so let's kick it off. We always kick it off with the alphabet. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna try to write big. I know I write small. Everybody who watch every week probably be saying he writes small as crap. I'm gonna go ahead and write it big. This is the I, the Ba, the Ga.
Select. Should I write it the same way you're writing on the board from right to left?
Right. That's
Or left to right?
So ancient Hebrew is written from right to left.
Okay, I'm writing the same way.
Yeah. And you don't, unless you just want to practice the letter, which is always good to write it down.
But I never wrote it down. I
Yeah.
always took a picture and all. This is my first time writing it down.
So
I'm gonna
good.
write
If
it
you
down.
want to practice, this is actually how I did it when I was in Hebrew class. So when at the time, General Q was teaching the classes. Every Friday he teaches the Hebrew classes, and so I log on Fridays and do it. So what I did was follow along with him when he was going through it. In fact, he asked everybody. It's a little different back then because on YouTube you can set it up to where you can share screens and everything. So he would have people share their screen, and then he would ask you to write it, and then show it on the screen what you wrote. And so it's always good, like as I'm up here writing it, if you actually want to learn the letters and learn how to write the letters, is to go through and practice at the same time.
Okay.
All right. This is the Da. I. Y. Za. Ka. Ta. Ya. Ka. And La. Now I'm gonna skip down to the next line. Look, I said I was gonna write big. I did the exact same thing. I started off big and got small. I naturally write small, so it is what it is. That's the La. That's the Ma. Na. Sa. I. That's a Pa. Kaza. Wa. Ra. Sha. And Tha. That's the ancient Hebrew alphabet. You want to give it a shot? Just go through it. All you gotta do is read it.
So you talking about me? Oh.
Yeah, go
You
ahead.
want to read it?
Go ahead.
Ba, ba, ka, da, ka, wa, za, ka, ya, ka, la, ma, na, sa,
I.
pa, ta, za, wa, ra, sha, da.
Most High in Christ. That's it. That's the alphabet. That's what it looks like in ancient Hebrew, and that's the sounds it makes. All right. So now, I don't know why I always crowd the board, but we're gonna do it in the Syrian now. That's the I. That's the Ba. So again, for anybody still watching this top, what we did first was ancient Hebrew. This next is Assyrian Hebrew. And this is what you're going to see in all the modern texts today. So if you go into anything to look up Hebrew, anything that you see written, you know, if it's not any kind of ancient scrolls or any, you know, old artifact, is going to be in Assyrian Hebrew, right? That's the guy. That's the da. It's the ha. The wa. It's the za. It's the ka. It's the ta. That's the ya. Notice the ya is much shorter than the rest of the letters. It's the ka. All right. So the ka, again with the Syrian, like we go over every week, the Syrian is different from the ancient Hebrew, because there's 5 letters where if a letter is in between 2 letters, it looks one way. If it's at the end of the word, it looks a different way. So ka is one of those letters where if it's in between 2 letters, it just kind of looks like almost like a backward C, right? But if it's at the end of a word, it looks like that. Okay, so that's how the ka looks when it's at. It just kind of looks. It looks almost the same, except it doesn't have a tail. Right. So then the la. That's the la. It's a little elongated right here. Chop off some of that. The la. Then the ma. The ma looks like that. Salaki. Hey, shalom, sir. That was right there. I do something about it, sir. Okay, come on, sir. Okay. All right, Salaki. Y'all got a call. So I just moved this light by the board. Hopefully that'll help. I understand the board was dark. So hopefully that helps. If the board still look dark, let me know. All right. That might look a little better, but anyway. All right, we got the ma. Right. And so the ma looks different when it's at the end of a word. So when the ma is at the end of a word, it's a little bit more boxy. Right. So it goes to looking a little bit more circle to more boxy. All right. And what you'll find is when you look in the printed text, the ma trip a lot of people up. We're gonna go over the letters that really trip people up when you look at it in the printed text. All right. And then the na looks like this. And when it's at the end of a word, it looks like this. Then you got the sa. Not to be confused with the ma. The sa, the tail is more at an angle. It's like at a 45-degree angle coming out the top of it. Then the I. And the pa. All right, the pa looks like that. When it's in between two letters, when it's at the end of a letter, it looks like this. All right, and then you got the taza. The taza looks like that. When it's in between two letters, when it's at the end of the word, it looks like this. All right. Then you got the qua. The qua looks like a R where the tail doesn't come down all the way. Then the ra. And then the sha. And then the tha. All right. So now we need to go over the letters. Go over the letters that give people trouble when you're reading it.
All right.
Okay. One of the main reasons why people don't like the Assyrian Hebrew is because it's easy to get tripped up on the Assyrian Hebrew. In the ancient Hebrew, this top line right here, all the letters look different. Like you can't really confuse them. You know, even the ba has a tail. Like it almost looks like the ra, but it's a tail that comes around like that. So the I, the ba, ga, da, all the way down to the tha, they all look different, right? But when you come to the Assyrian Hebrew, you got the da. Let's look at the da and the ra. The da, right, almost looks like the ra, especially in printed text. But it's a subtle difference. And the subtle difference is the da has a little tail on the end, a little lip, where the ra doesn't. The ra just looks like a upside down L backwards, and the da has a little tail here. So these two are not to be confused. So remember that, the ra and the da. The ra and the da is easily confused. The next letters that are easy to confuse is the ha, the ka, and the tha. Now, notice the ha looks like the tha, but there's a space in between the top, the connectors here. This top line and this line, there's a space in between. And the tha, there's no space. And the ka, if you're not paying attention and you're reading it fast, you'll confuse it with those two. But really the ka looks more like a pi symbol for math. So if you remember that 3.14, it has lips on both sides. And the ha does not. It's more curved. The tha does not. It's more curved. Right? So those three, you'll get confused for sure. Let's see, another one that usually throws people off. The sa, if you're not careful with the sa, you'll confuse it with a ma because they kind of look like circles. But the ma, like I said, the tail on the ma is a little bit more distinguished at an angle. So it's usually not that bad to get tripped up on. Right. Most of the other letters are pretty distinguishable. Kwa, like I said, looks like an R without that doesn't come all the way down. The Tazah is the only one that looks that way. The Shah looks just like the Shah in ancient Hebrew. They both look like W's, so that's pretty easy, right? So I would say for the most part, everything else is pretty distinguishable. So that's how you write your ancient Hebrew and your Assyrian Hebrew letters. All right, let me check for questions.
Good. Damn, boy, look like you lost some weight, man.
Who, me? Yeah, you know I'm doing, Cap. You know I'm doing it. Trying to
slim all the way down. I don't call you slim for now.
Listen, I had to slow my rib down. She was making cakes every other week, man. I was like blowing up. So yeah, I'm back in the gym too.
Oh, what's that?
What's up? All right. Any questions on that?
I got it. Oh,
you got it, Cap.
You take the questions overall, or you got something you about to get into?
Usually if somebody ain't nobody really posting questions in here, but I take a question if somebody got like a scripture question.
How do you say honey in Hebrew?
Honey? Like the word honey?
Yeah.
We have to look it up. Let's check it out.
Like for bees, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Bees. I love that.
Let's look it up. So anybody that follow Hebrew class every week with me, we know you know that you use the Blue Letter Bible, right? So if you following along in class, pull up your Blue Letter Bible, and we're gonna look up a word because we do this every week. You know how to look up a word. You got your Blue Letter Bible?
I have to. I'm not gonna.
Don't sweat it.
But I'm not getting.
No, don't sweat it. We're gonna look it up because this is an important skill set. You know what I mean? For people who interested in wanting to learn Hebrew, right? You need to know how to look up Hebrew words. So we got a special request. We're gonna look up a Hebrew word, right? So open up your Blue Letter Bibles. All right. And so you go to the little magnifying glass like we always do every week, right? And look up the word honey, search it. You look up the word honey, and we find several scriptures. I'm just pull the first one. It's Genesis 43:11. All right. And so you click on the number 11. And you scroll down. Oh, and we got it. When I see the word Dabash. 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 So it's a H. It's the Strong's number H1706. Dabash. And it means honey or honeycomb. Right? So that looks like our word. That's the word that we want. So now we're gonna write it in, and I don't know why Cap wanted to know the word. I ain't gonna ask no questions. Cap trying to do some grown man ish. You know what I mean?
Like a beehive.
Listen, I don't know why he wanted to know. Cap doing something else, some extra in Hebrew. So I ain't gonna say nothing, but we just gonna get the word for him. So like,
A honeycomb.
all right.
Trying to be slick with it. Honey.
So what letters we leave? I'm gonna have you write the letters. I'm gonna give it to you. You got the word is already up there. All you gotta do, I want you to write it in ancient Hebrew first. All right. So you messing up already. There you go. Da. Oh shit. Here go your eraser right here. Make it big so the people on the online can see.
Couple kind. Da.
Uh-huh.
Ba.
Uh-huh. Try to do that one over. Yeah. No sweat. Hey, listen, that's why you here. Don't sweat.
Couple kind. Ba. Sha. Da ba sha.
No.
Sha ba da.
Is what you're doing. Look at that last letter. You probably gonna have to write that ba over too, because that ba is not really distinguishable. Just make it just like the ba up there. Ba. I'm taking requests. If you want to know a Hebrew word, let me know. We're gonna look up the Hebrew word and find out. All right. So right now we're looking up the word honey. All right, let me take over. All right, so you got two mistakes. Okay, because this one doesn't quite look like a ba, and what you writing here is actually the sa and not the sha. So we need. That's why it's almost better.
Oh,
no
man.
no sweat.
God.
It's almost better for me to give you the word. So next time I'm gonna give you the words. I'm gonna give you the word first. All right. So this is what you need. You were right on the dot. You got the dot, right? Right? Focus in with me. You got the dot. Now you need the ba. So you had the ba, but it's not distinguishable. So if you was taking the test, you would have failed on that letter because the ba looks more like this. Right? That's how it looked right up there, right? You see the second one?
Oh, come.
The second one. Actually,
Come is perfect, man.
Don't even look
The other
like
one.
that. All right. So then you got the ba. And lastly, you got the sha.
Salaki. I don't see the shot.
All the way to the far left.
The W?
Yeah, that's the shot. You see it? S-H-U-W, shot.
Oh, it's a connected word.
See?
Oh.
That's why you got to come in with it. But you already know that it's connected. That's why you said it. So this right here is not connected, and these last two letters are connected.
Kavakan.
So the Bosch.
Because I seen that something but SH, so I'm looking for SH.
All right. So now let's do it again. Write it in Assyrian.
Kavakan.
All right. Let's get it in Assyrian. You just put it right up under there.
Da. Da. Shot. That's not perfect. It's not
Almost. You almost got it. Okay. So you got to clap it up.
All right.
That's damn sure a good attempt. All right. So you got the dot right. But what you want to do on the dot a little bit more is you want to put a lip because like we talked about, and that's why it's so important to do the alphabet, right? Remember when we was doing the alphabet, I said the ra looks like this, right? The ra kind of looks like, it's a little bit more curved. So the ra looks like this. Actually, it's more boxy than that. That's more it right there. So that's the ra. So your da almost looks like a ra if you're not careful, right? You see that the third from the left on the very bottom? That's the ra. Now look on the fourth from the right. That's the da. So if you're not careful, you're gonna confuse the ra. You're gonna think this a ra.
Like basically like it's curved in and down.
No, I'm gonna show you right here. This is the da. The da, the very subtle difference, which is important when you're reading Hebrew, because if you're not paying attention to the subtle differences, you're gonna get the wrong letter. This da has the lip. You remember I said that?
Kavakan. Damn.
Right? So now your ba is slightly off too.
So lucky. It looks more different than handwriting and printing.
That's true.
Kavakan.
That's true. But if you do this, if you put a lip here, there's no other letter you can confuse it with.
Kavakan.
But if you just do like this, I don't know if that's a da or a ra.
Kavakan.
All right. So next, you got an error on your ba too. Your ba should look. You ever play hangman when you was in school as a youngster? Just do a hangman. That's it right here. That's the ba. Only thing you missing is a little man right here. That's it. I mean, that's really the best way to remember how to do some of these letters until you just, until you know them. But I still reference that to this day. I'm like, okay, if it look at that. Now, couldn't it be like a hangman?
Ba.
The second one from the right on the very bottom.
Kind.
Right? So that's your ba. And then you got the shot correct. So,
Salaki, you see, as a handwritten is more different than the printing.
it is. So for now, I would say focus on the handwritten.
Okay.
So you can kind of understand how to write them out. And then the next step, obviously, is getting you one of the little Hebrew dictionary, Hebrew Bibles. Then you can start looking at the words, looking at the letters. And then anybody who online, you studying Hebrew, you studying ancient Hebrew, or not ancient Hebrew, but Hebrew in general. Anytime you read, you want to have your cheat sheet, right? Because you may think you're reading the letter correctly, but you're not. Until you get versed in, in the Hebrew, you want to use this, the cheat sheet that we have, this Lashawan Qadash letters. And that way, when you're going through and you're reading the letters and you get jammed up, you don't have to guess. You just look back and forth until you identify which letter it is. So, all right, so that's it. That's the Bosch, honey.
Salaki, my shot is right?
Your shot was correct.
But
like I said, the only thing you kind of had it written in the printing. You can write it in the handwritten next time.
All
right. The Bosch means honey.
The Bosch.
Any other questions?
The Bosch. Okay. We love the Bosch.
I don't see any other questions online. Anybody want to know a Hebrew word? Type it in. We'll look it up. But for now, we're gonna do some common. Like I said, we're gonna try to get into a lot more common words that we use every day. Right. So we're gonna actually look up some words as an exercise.
Also, one more word. How do you say, "Oh, that's bad"? Other than saying no, like something's bad, like that's bad.
I know that ain't gonna be a Hebrew word, so we're gonna have to look up.
Maybe la tawab or something no good.
Yeah, kind of. So probably that. Let's see if we can find
bad
or a word related to that.
Word related to bad.
Right. So if anybody got like any ideas, like what word, because we can always substitute, for substitute words, as in, look up a word related to that.
Da. So bad will be bad.
You gotta raise your hand, Warrior. Oh, so you got a question.
So like bad will be bad.
No. I wish it was that easy. Hey, I wish it was that easy.
Bada.
Okay, hold on. Let's see, because it is in here, Cap. In Genesis. All right, so anybody that's following along, like I said, we looked up the word honey earlier. We're gonna look up the word bad. So you got it.
I got a word. Bayash.
Okay, let's check that out. Genesis 24 and 50. Is that where you got it from?
Oh, I got it from the Google.
Okay, I'm gonna check out Genesis 24 and 50. Okay, I got Rye, or actually they say to pronounce it Ra, but I think that wouldn't be the ancient Hebrew pronunciation. All right, it says bad, evil, bad, disagreeable, unpleasant, displeasing. So, but in Hebrew too, there's multiple words. There's multiple words that you can use for one sentiment, right?
Well, this one right here, Bayash. It's kind of like it might be, maybe, I don't know, maybe it might be a little bit on the accurate side. Bayash.
All right, let's see if we can find. Do they give you a Strong's number for it?
Let's see. No Strong's number for it. It's got like one is too damn long to even start to pronounce. It's got one Y, and then it's got another girl Y.
All right. So we gonna since we got multiple words, we're gonna look up another word. So this word that we got here, and we'll come back to it. We got a ra and a I. A ra and a I. So I don't think that those would be connected. So it would be ra. All right. Let's see if we can find another word for bad. You got it.
The U's are the, I guess the ovals or whatever. That means it's connected, right?
So if it's upside down, it's not connected. If it's
So what is those things for means?
these are when you see these in the ancient Hebrew, they're connections, right? So
It's upside down or no upside down?
now I'm gonna tell you. So if it's like this, the two letters, the letter is not connected to another letter. But if it's like this, the letters are connected.
Oh, because that's a ra and then I.
Right.
All
Alright.
You two separate.
Was you able to get your blue letter Bible up?
Come on.
See if you can find look another word for bad.
Come on.
All right, so I saw another location, and it has rye. Try one more spot.
Somebody asked truth. I don't know if y'all already answered that.
True.
Truth.
Oh, you want to look up the word truth?
Somebody asked online.
Okay, Most High Christ. Truth. We'll get you. B.O. Hayes. We'll get truth next. All right. The other word that I see is Strong's H7455, and it's essentially the same word. It's the ra and the I. So in multiple places in the Bible, this word was there, Cap. So you want to say bad, ra'ai. Bad, evil, wickedness, the whole shebang. All right, so brother wanted to look up the word truth. If you following along, you can pull up your blue letter Bible. You could look it up with us. Oh shit, I should have known this one off the top. This is a moth.
Yeah, the bar
A moth.
speaker.
Yep. So to say truth in Hebrew, the moth. So this should look like that, and it should say moth, truth. I only know this because it's a brother in the school that's part of his name. Actually, a few brothers in the school with truth in their name. So you got the first letter is I, then the ma, and then the tha, right? The last two letters are connected, which is why you see that upside down connecting. I think I'm gonna drop it down just so it could be a little bit clearer. All right, you got the I, the ma, and the tha, and this is what your connectors look like. So basically, when it's upside down, this letter stands alone. It's not connected. When you see, just like it looks like they're tied to one another, they are connected. And that just simply means if a letter is connected, it places emphasis. It lets you know where to place the emphasis on the word, right? So, for instance, you take the I, the ma, and the tha. You say, if you write it in English, you say I, because the I is not connected, so you write the whole, the two letters in it, and then the ma and the tha, a moth, you drop the A. A moth means truth. Boom. All right. Isaiah Hardman. Yabashim Yashar Brakatah. Any other questions? Let me know. We'll look up more words, whatever words. While I wait for another question, we're gonna get some simple stuff. All right. So this is big, Israel. Basically, you got the Bible here. Grab numbers 1 and 18 for me. Numbers 1 and 18. Numbers 1, verse 18. While the brother's looking up the scripture, what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna show brothers and sisters how to state your registry. Right? It's a simple thing that you overlook, but I'm gonna show you how important it is according to the Bible. Right? According to the Bible, you had to know your registry. If you didn't know your registry, you was subject to be kicked out the nation. So it's important today because we do it before we come up in Sabbath service. Really, we get everything we do, we get it from the Bible. So when you see us doing Sabbath service and we say nobody, unless they're called upon by the priest, they're a priest or called upon by the priest, can come up to the front, because that's how it was in biblical times. In order for you to come up to the priest's where he was conducting the service, you couldn't just come up there. Your registry, we had to know your registry. That's why every time before we come up there, we state our registry, right? Even though the brothers know who I am, we do it each time, as a practice. The Bible says, rehearse the righteous acts.
All right.
Go ahead.
What do you mean by registry?
We about to show. We about to get it. Let me get Numbers 1 and 18. Go ahead.
I got all locked-ins have it.
It's just you. Go ahead.
Numbers 1 and 18.
Go ahead.
And they assembled all the congregation.
They assembled what?
All the congregation.
They assembled the entire congregation. Go ahead.
Together on the first day of the second month. And they declared their pedigree.
Hold on. They did what?
Declared their pedigree.
They declared their pedigree, meaning this. They identified who each person was, just like you would do an animal, right? It's a real big thing for people to understand the quality of a dog, right? So if you use the example of a dog, like a dog is determined by his pedigree, right? So if you got a pedigree pit, a red-nosed pit. Well, I don't know all the different pits, but people go crazy over the pedigree of a pit, right? They want to know that it was bred with another pit, and You know, is this a killer? You know, if it's a fighting pit, like they want to know that this was a killer. Like, what's the dog's pedigree? So in terms of us, like this is how we establish who we were according to our pedigree. Go ahead.
Pedigree is like name or
No, pedigree is where you come from essentially. What makes you you? Go ahead, keep going. But name is part of it.
Come.
Go ahead.
After their families.
After what?
Their families.
Go ahead.
By the house of their fathers.
By the house of their mothers?
Fathers.
Of their grandmothers.
Their fathers.
Somebody said I did a DNA test.
Their fathers.
You determine your lineage. You determine your pedigree by the house of your father. That's why we say it all the time in the I.S.U.P.K. Somebody come to the school, we say, "What's your father?" You look questionable, and you don't know what your father is, and you can't go by looks. It's absolutely a bloodline. That's one of the things that these fake Israelites, or really, I see a lot of individualites doing this. They say, "Yeah, he looked like Esau. He can't be Israel." You know how you know? Ain't nowhere in the Bible said you can look at somebody and say this person is this or this person is that. You got to understand their pedigree. You got to understand what they are according to their father, just like you find in the Bible, Numbers 1 and 18. You had a question?
Can you explain pedigree one more time like that?
Just look it up. The best,
like father.
No, listen. Hold on. Best thing to do is pull up your phone, get your dictionary. Anytime you don't know something, this is the best thing to do is look up the word pedigree. Because I can tell you what it is, but it's better if you look up the definition.
Definition of pedigree.
Is that Android? Oh, that shit ain't coming back.
That's
not coming back.
Definition of pedigree.
All right, second time. I'm about to look it up myself because it ain't coming back.
I got it.
I hope we don't show you a picture of it because you ain't gonna be able to see it. Them damn Androids, them pictures ain't worth a damn. Go ahead.
It said the record of descent.
It said what?
Of an
Hold
animal.
on. Slow that down, brother. Slow it down. Read it again.
The record of descent of an animal.
Of descent of what?
Of an animal.
Or a person. Go ahead.
Showing it to be purebred.
Oh, right. Purebred. Exactly. So that's what we want to know. We want to know if you're a purebred Israelite. You understand?
Okay. But I still don't get it. Like what? Okay, like the basic. Oh,
man, I thought I was going to have to do something, man. It's like, who is? I don't want to.
Young Mark, help him out.
Oh, God, you got any more?
Isaac came through here with something big. I'm like, I gotta know what I gotta do. All right, so that's the importance of understanding a pedigree. That's the importance of understanding where you come from, or if you're actually Israel. You can't determine it by looking at somebody. You can't look at somebody and say, "Oh, this person's an Israelite," right? Because that person could be another dark-skinned race, right? So that's pedigree. So now, how does this relate to what we're doing here in Hebrew? We're gonna learn how to state your registry, right? Your registry is basically you stating your pedigree, right? So that's what we're gonna do here today. All right. Okay. So when you state your registry, you got these parts right here. All right. It'll be your name, right? It'll be your name, and it'll be the son of your tribe. And we're gonna get the details. I'm just kind of writing it out for now. We'll get with this, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna break it all down. So be patient. All right. Name, son, and son of, right? So this is the first part. The son of, and then your tribe, and then son of again, Israel. All right, so for me, this would be, my name is Nepatazah. I'll do it. a bun. And bun means son of, right? I'm from the tribe of Judah. Right? Bun, which means son of Yah. All right. So my registry would be Napataza ala Bun Yahawda, Bun Yashala. That's how you hold on, brother. You got 1,000 questions before I get it out. That's your registry, right? So let's do a little exercise, right? So you got my name, you got the first part. Napataza ala Ban, that's the name. Son of, that's how you say Ban is how you say son of, right? My tribe is Judah. And then you say son of or Ban again, because every tribe is a son of Israel, which is, you know what I'm saying, is how the 12 tribes started, right? Yasharallah. So your name, Ban, your tribe, Ban again, Yashala. All right, what's your question?
Bun.
Bun. It's just Bun.
But
No, so listen.
That's her real name.
No, listen to
Hebrew
me.
name.
Listen to me. This, when I say son of, that's just the
Bun.
part. That's just Bun, exactly.
Son of Bun.
Not son of Bun.
Kabukan.
I'm stating my registry right now.
That's your Hebrew name. All that.
No, this is my registry. Listen to me. You gotta focus in. This first part is my name, Napataza Alaban, right?
That's your Hebrew name that was given to you.
Yeah. What are you at? Yeah, of course.
Nah, I ain't got mine, man.
So of course that's my name. What you mean? Is that my name?
Okay.
All right. So when you state your registry, you say I'm the son. So what tribe are you from?
Judah.
You're a Judite, right?
Kabukan.
Okay. So you say I'm the Patazah, son of Judah, son of Yahawda. Actually, is how you say it in Hebrew.
Yahawda.
Right.
Kabukan.
Right. So the Patazah.
Yahawda.
You're gonna have to raise your hand, brother. I'm gonna have to bring you down. The Patazah Alaban, Bun Yahawda, Bun Yasha'ala. Right. So what I'm saying is my name, Napataza Alaban, I'm the son of Judah, the son of Israel. All right. Okay. Now we're gonna do yours.
Don't have it.
This all good. We're just gonna say we're gonna put a young man right here. But I'm gonna have you do the rest. You gonna tell me what to write. I'm just gonna say young man. Other than young man, you gonna tell me what else to put up here. And then we're gonna do the sisters. We're not gonna leave the sisters out. We're gonna make sure the sisters know how to state their registry as well. I don't see any questions. All right. Okay. We got young man. Young man. Now what I put? What you looking at that for? Ain't nothing over there that's gonna help you. You looking on the board like it's something over there for you. Ain't nothing over there. Only thing is what we just went over.
Young man.
How you say son of? We just went over it.
Bun?
Wait, slow down. We're gonna walk through it. All right. Young man, what's next?
Bun of Yahawda?
I'm gonna just take your first part. Bun. What does bun mean?
It means son.
Means son. Good. Most High in Christ. Young man, son of who?
Yahawda.
Most High in Christ. Yahawda. All right. What's next? What's next?
You mean like young man? Like that? What?
No, you already got that part. Yo, Michael Bob. Yabashim Yasha Bragatad. I ain't seen you in a minute, brother. What's good?
Yeah, my boy, if you need to come down here, man, take a trip down here. We ain't seen you in months.
Yeah,
man.
Michael Bob cozy in Louis. He's like, I ain't coming up to that weather up there.
Yeah, man. On these weekends, man.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah. If it ain't Pittsburgh, it ain't no good. He don't want to mess
It
with
ain't cold to
it.
steal enough, huh?
Yeah.
Ain't no steel.
Ain't no steel in Indianapolis. And Mark about damn the hammer. We can't see the hammer. All right, back to it. So we got young man, son of son of Yahweh or Judah. Now it's written there for you on the board. Huh?
Yahweh.
What's next?
Son, Bun.
Bun. Okay. Now what? Now what? How do you say Israel in Hebrew?
Let's just get that second one.
I'll wait till the class.
What's up to you though?
Yashra.
Yashra. That's the new breed song.
Like what?
The new breed, son of Yashra.
Oh yeah. Okay, look too, and this something that I shared in the class before. If you're new to the school and you're new to Hebrew class, like you see these little printouts right here on the side, you can go to our website and you can get those. It'll be a big help because not only can you get some information about all the tribes, but you can also get how to write it in ancient Hebrew. So there's a lot of information on here. In fact, there's a lot of information out on the website. A lot of people sleep on it, and you get so caught up in everything else that's going on Facebook. But if you go to the website, man, it's a ton of knowledge out there. And these is part of it. Like I said, you get the scriptures that go along with the tribes. You get let's see. So you get not only the tribe, who the tribe is, but you get how to spell it in the ancient Hebrew. You get what it means in ancient Hebrew. You get the stone, the standard, what captivity they're in, what their inheritance is, and the scriptures that go along with it. So just all on these little sheets right here, you're gonna probably find out more about the 12 tribes than anybody in the world gonna ever know. So I would say damn sure go to the website and pull that information down and see what you can get. Right.
That's
so,
right.
That's just something for for anybody who's looking. All right, gosh, right. So that's it. So that's how you state your registry. Now that we done wrote it out, let me hear you say it.
Bun.
No. Slow down. You ain't starting with no bun. Your name.
Young man. Bun. Yahweh. Young man.
No.
Bun.
No. You only say young man. Why are you saying your name twice?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Bun.
Start over.
Young man. Bun. Yahweh. Bun. Yasha. Allah.
Most High in Christ. That's how you state your registry. That's what we do for the Sabbath service. You know what I mean? That's what you would do in biblical times, what we read in Numbers 1 and 18. Get it again one more time. Numbers 1 and 18? No.
Oh.
Numbers 1 and 18.
Okay. Numbers 1 and 18.
You don't have to yell. You right here next to the speaker. You can read it loud though.
And they assembled all the congregation.
They assembled everybody. They assembled. If you was in Israel, you was assembled. Go ahead.
Together on the first day of the second month. And they declared their pedigree.
They declared what?
Their pedigree.
Their pedigree, meaning who they were. Go ahead.
After their families.
After their families. So what family were you from? This is my family right here. Go ahead.
Yeah.
No.
Oh. By the house of their fathers.
By the house of their fathers. So this would be your prominent house, right? So obviously everybody, select it. Kev, you mind if I open this door?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm just cutting it off for a second. So obviously, right, you have a father, your blood father, right? But this is your prominent father right here. This is so many generations of your prominent father. Like a lot of times in the scriptures, people get tripped up and they ask us questions and say, well, why does the lineage say this in this, and why the lineage say this in this place? And they think that it's a discrepancy, right? So, like I think it's Matthew, the first chapter, you see Christ's lineage, right? Then I believe in Luke, I can't remember the chapter, but in Luke, it also talks about Christ's lineage, right? So one lineage in Matthew is his prominent figures. The other one in Luke is like everybody in his lineage. So, but if you're stating your registry, you're not gonna go through your father. People don't know who your father is. I ain't gonna be like, yeah, I'm, this is my father. Like, don't nobody know him in Israel. You know what I'm saying? But everybody know, Judah. So your registry is basically the prominent, the prominent people. This is what tribe you're from, and that's the nation you in, and that'd be your name as soon as you earn it. So, all right, let's do the sisters real quick. All right, I didn't want to skip over this before they do this. If you want to know how to say son, that's Ban. Right, Ban is how you say son. So that's one thing that you can add. I think last time we said we did father.
Probably leave that there. That's probably stuff in some water maybe or something.
All right. Well, last time we did father, which was Abba. And we're going to say my son now. I'm pretty sure it's just a Yah. So to say my son is just a sidebar. All right, I'm going to erase this since we got this. All right. So we know Ban is son, right? You want to say my son, you say Banya. Right? So how you write that out in Hebrew? All right. So wait, before you start writing, what letters do you need? Just look at that and tell me what letters you need.
Ba,
Mm-hmm.
Na, and Ya.
Most High in Christ. Damn right. That's what we need. All right. Now we Salaki Ken. Are you doing that one?
Salaki. This is
Are you
connected.
doing that one?
We're gonna wait till you're done.
Okay. I was gonna say because that one always on the screen too.
Yo, yeah, let's get that one off. So yeah,
This is connected.
Don't worry about connections right now. Just write out the ancient Hebrew letters that you need.
These right here.
Ba, Ba.
You starting off wrong though, because we don't write from left to right. Right from
Yeah.
left.
Kabakan. Ya.
No.
No?
No. You jamming yourself up. You write your English from what direction?
I'm writing from this side.
No, listen to me. You write your English from what direction?
This way.
What is this way?
Left to right.
Left to right. How do you write your Hebrew?
Right to left.
So are you about to write a Yah?
I'm finna write a Hebrew.
I know, but you about to write a Hebrew? The Yah.
I gotta write a Ba.
Right.
Ah,
that's what I'm trying to get you.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. That yeah, that something what? Hold on.
We're gonna have to get you focused. You thinking about
Go
some
God.
Listen, you in Hebrew class. We not
Go
at
God.
the hip hop hour yet.
Go God.
After class, you know what I'm saying? We
God.
turn
Go
up.
God.
But for now.
Yeah, Jig, yeah. No. Go God. Oh, shit.
I don't usually break Hebrew. But when I do, it's sensible.
Yeah. Nah.
Please don't encourage him. He got to focus. All right, let's get that bar on there. You need to been on that bar for like 5 minutes now. Don't write it big because remember people can want to see it. Matter of fact, let's move it. We'll write all it. We do the sisters registry in a second. Let's move this all over. So write button there right there.
Fine, yeah. Yeah. Then from right to left. Yeah. No. Ba. Ba.
All right, so put it right up under the word Baba Shah. All right.
Ban. Na. Na.
You told me what letters you need.
Yeah.
Yep. Mhm.
Yeah.
You ain't offer me none?
Since when do you drink beer, sir?
I was just about to say I ain't having none. Cap just gave me a compliment on looking slimmer. I'm like, nah, I might not even have no more sweets for the rest of the week.
Since when you drink beer? Don't get me.
Yeah, right. That's it.
Oh man.
Damn right. Okay. Slight.
Look weird, man.
No.
I'm
I'm gonna tell you, slight error, right? This doesn't come all the way through like that, right? So look up here. You see how it's turned? It's basically.
Oh man, it's only that side, man. All right, check the other one.
Yeah, you good. All right, Thwad. Good job. All right, Bunya. All right, so that's how you say my son, right? So we were just talking about registry, and bond is the word for son, right? So to say my son, you know what I mean? You would say Bunya, right? And so really when you add a ya on the end of a word, right? That's how you make it yours. That's how you show possession. So you want to say my father, Abba ya. My son, Bunya. My daughter, Bathya. Right? All right, so let's get in the sisters. Yeah, that's it. You got it. All right, let's do the sisters registry. Which is, now that we did the brothers registry, it should be, you know what I'm saying, pretty straightforward. So, sisters registry obviously would be the same as a brothers with one slight modification. Right?
So good.
Isaiah outfit, what you doing?
Oh, see if you got any questions. If you need help.
No, I'm good. That's all right. I appreciate it.
If you need me to come up there, I'm down, man.
Oh, I appreciate you telling me that you're down. Because if I was to call you up here, you're going to have to come.
Come, man. That's going to make me better and stronger, man.
Yeah.
I don't want.
All right. I was going to say something, Isaiah. You ain't even, I'm offended that you ain't offer me no beer.
Ask some Subway, because I'm hungry like starving like Marvin. I just mess with you.
All right. Okay, so the sisters would be name. So we just put in a fake name, Sister One. Right? Sister One would be her name. And this, instead of son, this is daughter. Then the tribe, obviously whatever the tribe. And then to be, you know, sister, daughter of Judah, daughter of Israel, right? So same thing here, daughter and daughter. The only difference is instead of saying bond, you say ba, right? So that's your registry. That's something that everybody in the I.S.U.P.K should know how to do, is state your registry, right? And we already found from Numbers 1 and 18 that that's why we do it, because you have to declare your house, declare your lineage by the house of your father, right? So I know everybody want to be, you know, mama's boys and mama's girls, but your daddy is that nigga.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Ba Yahawada.
What?
Ba Yahawada.
What you
try?
What you saying? What you saying?
Yahawada. Ba?
No, not ba. Bath.
Ba.
Right.
Yahawada. At the top part.
Maybe if she from Judah, what if she ain't from Judah? All right. So now we're gonna look up some more words.
Yes, she's not from Judah.
All right. Isaiah, you got a word you want to look up? Since you're here, we had a couple brothers ask for some words before we get we're gonna get the other part of the class. We got a little time.
if you can make time, I still be struggling with some of the words in Hebrew when I'm doing class.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah, no.
You know what? That's probably not a bad place to start though, because especially the Lord's Prayer, that should be something that every brother should be proficient at for sure. So we're gonna break that out. So that's actually a good topic. Let's do that. All right. So as you know, the Israelite School Universal Practical Knowledge, you know what I mean, we study the Bible. And so we had some magnificent brothers that went through and put together the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew, right? And so the request from the brother was, okay, now that we got a little bit of time, let's work on pronouncing some of these words in the Lord's Prayer. Now we just writing it in English. We're not gonna write it out in Hebrew. We're just gonna put it in English. Actually, I'm gonna put it out. I'm gonna put it just like it is, to help. All right. How you pronounce that? If you don't raise your hand, y'all gonna get push up. Go ahead, Isaiah. Abanawa. You sound like you ain't had no trouble with that. All right. That would sound right. That must not be the one you had trouble with.
Nah.
All right, let's keep going. I don't think you got a problem with the words. I think you try to rush the words. And I don't think, you know what I mean, you can't be like Officer Tarap, You can't you got to take your time with them.
Okay.
I really was going to say me, but I didn't want to sound like I was humble. Nah, he cold too.
threw the ball on
Cap cold, Officer Tarap cold. What's up, bro?
Shabbat Shanayim.
Say it again.
Shabbat Shanayim.
You said what?
Shabbat Shanayim.
Shabbat. Did I write that wrong?
Shabbat Shanayim.
No. I did not write that wrong.
Shabbat Shanayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim. Taylor, what the trouble at?
It's down towards the end.
Go ahead.
What did I say?
I don't know. Say it again.
If I could, it's probably the prayer. Well, I know part of the prayer is when he says prayer for the Commander YAHANNA, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers. That prayer he has struggle with.
It's not the Lord's Prayer then?
I ain't really.
I'm pretty decent with the Lord's Prayer, but it's a couple words that I know I should be mispronouncing a little bit wrong.
Oh, we'll go through them. We'll keep
Probably
going.
pull him up or something. But yeah, I know when he does that one though. That one he kind of, you know what I mean? Because them is kind of harder words.
Go ahead, brother.
Shabbat Shanayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Listen, slow down, brother. Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
That's it.
I wouldn't know why.
Qadash.
That's easy. We got brothers in the school named Qadash, right? Which means what? Hey, look, every time he get a question, he go to look it up there. Ain't nothing up there gonna help you. You had to hear this one. Qadash. This is the Qadash Bible. This is the Qadash Bible.
Our Father.
Listen, brother, focus in with me. Listen to me before you say anything. You so quick. Listen, this is the Qadash Bible.
Holy.
The most high in Christ. The Holy Bible. That's what Qadash means. Holy.
Damn right.
All right.
He said, Father. What's that crazy?
It's the Father's Bible.
Young man. What you looking at?
Oh,
I'm pointing right here. Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Hey, yeah.
Hey, hold on. Everybody else in here got ranked. You're the only young man. So if I say young man, I'm talking to you.
Hey, yeah. Shunka.
Most High Christ.
I.S.U.P.K.
That's it.
Amen.
Yeah, I'm sure you ain't had trouble with those. Right?
Nope.
All right. Let's keep going. Oh yeah, I think now when we get a little lower, yeah, I think you know what I'm saying this will probably trip them up. Yeah, some of these is like yeah. Hold on, you feel good with these?
Okay.
Go ahead, young man.
Ba'aratazah.
Now put it together.
Baharatazah.
Most High in Christ.
Kawa. Haya. Bahasha. Maya.
You add too much.
Basha. Ma.
No. What we do up here? What was that?
Basha. Basha.
Bashamayim.
Bashamayim. Dang, it's connected, but how?
Yeah. Not yet, Isaiah. I see something coming up where yeah, I feel like yeah, it might be a problem. Oh, my eraser. You good?
I believe so.
I don't know. You sound. Go ahead. You get this line.
Nathan, Lanawa, Lacum, Call, Yawam.
I dropped these out of somewhere. I don't want to get these out of order. What's these extras? Oh man. Oh. All right, let's keep going. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna move this so I ain't gotta keep picking this up. Oh yeah, here we go. Go ahead.
What's a lock in hour? What's a lock in hour?
I don't see no problem. You doing good so far.
Couple what an hour?
Put it together smoother than that.
Couple what an hour?
Couple what you know.
Couple what you know?
What's High in Christ? All right. We're gonna let the young man do the next line. smooth as butter so far. I don't know what you're worried about.
Most High Christ. I guess when you said I was rushing, I was thinking like maybe that is the problem.
I think so. I think you let the pressure of trying to wrap up the prayers, man, take your time.
Oh God.
I don't know. That could just be luck, though. We're gonna keep going. Some of these about to get beefy. Actually, I think I just wrote that, didn't I?
Yes,
Nah,
sir.
it's two of them like it. Nah, he didn't write that. There's two of them that sound like that, or that sound like what?
Kasalakwinawa.
Kasalaka.
Kawaba. Wasayimnawa.
Now look, we laughing, but this is the importance of learning the alphabet, right?
Right.
Because if you know the alphabet, then you know the sounds that it's gonna make. Something you just said in there, I don't think it was even in the alphabet.
Spanish.
Right. All right. So just chop it up by the dots.
Wa.
Nope. That's not just Y. Listen to that. Look at that. Listen. Say it again.
Wow.
Start here.
Ka. Waba.
Not ka. Kawab. Kabawaf.
Ka. Waf.
Kabawaf.
Kabawaf. Wa. Yanawa.
Ya. Nawa.
Ya.
Kabawaf. Nawa.
Kabawaf Navia. Kabawaf. Kabawaf. Yanawa. Kabawaf.
You got it. You said it. Don't say no more because you're gonna mess it up. You keep going and you just jack it up.
That's not Kabawati now. That's the last word. That's Kawabwati now.
Kawa. Wash Yanawa.
Kabawaf.
Wash Yanawa.
So like how you say it?
Kabawaf.
Kawabwati now.
Kawa. Wash Yanawa.
Kabawaf.
Kawabwati now.
Wash Yanawa.
The other one is what's the other one? Kabayanawa or
The first one was Kawab Wanawa.
Kabawati now. Yeah, this one's different. They sound similar, but they're different.
It's like it's connected at the end. Wash Yanawa.
Yeah, Wati now.
Something needs to make like to let you know it's connected. Cause I can't tell.
They both have this Kabawaf.
Kawa.
And the ending is a little different. So the first one has this with an ending Kabawaf.
Salaki.
He said a ba though. It ain't a ba. Kawab.
Kabawaf.
Oh, okay.
Kawa. But it's like y'all putting a B at the beginning. Kawa.
It do sound like that.
I think when you say it together, that's how it's. But I mean, you got the
Kawa.
ba here, like even though it's the word is connected, like the ba, you still say the
Ba. That's a connected word.
Kawab is Kawab.
Kawa. Wash Yanawa. Wash Yanawa.
Just remember on those two words, they both have this Kawab.
Kawa.
And this was Kawab. It's easy to say. It's easy to say when it's faster. Like if you saying it slow, it's getting everybody jammed up. Everybody sounding a little different. Say it again.
Kawabwati now. Kawabwati now.
Kawa.
Like when you say it fast.
Kawabwati now.
Okay. Kawa.
Easy.
Wa. Yeah now. Yeah. Yeah.
That's it. Kawab now. But I think when you say it fast, like it ain't all just like Kawab. I'm saying it Kawab. Kawab now. I ain't doing with y'all.
That's what I mean.
I'm saying it.
You said cob. No, you said right there last time. But it sounds like you be saying cob.
Kawa.
Kawab.
Surround, did you hear? He had 2 bars.
No, it's not a bob. That's a W. Kabawa. It sounds like a bob. I'm saying Kabawa.
That's your accent from Detroit, Michigan, and
all I know is I'm saying Kawawa. That's what I'm saying.
Your W sound like a B though. You gotta make your W got
That's a long word right there.
Right.
That's what the thing is. Kawawa. Yeah.
I know one thing, we do these prayers, but we gonna know these motherfuckers like the back of our head. So it wasn't Kawabaki now, it's Kawabaki now.
I remember when I first started doing the prayers as a 50, I couldn't read that for nothing. I was doing them off memory. I'm like, what did he say at this part? I know this part.
Well, we know now, Kawab. Kawabwaki now. Kawabwaki now. All right. Let's keep going.
I used to like Kawab.
Oh boy.
Come walking out. That's what I say. Come walking out. I'll be taking shit out.
Let's get into the other part of the town.
That's what I used to say. Come walking out.
I know I'll do the good part coming up. This is the
I still be doing that. Come walking out.
Good.
Voila.
Most time correct.
Tabaya. Abanawa. Tabaya. Adanawa.
No, you messing up. Hold up. Tabaya now. Tabaya now. Tabaya now.
No. No. Tabaya. No.
Yeah, you got it. Say it. Put it together.
Tabaa.
That was it.
Tabaa. No. Tabaya. Now.
Taba. Sound it out. Tabaya.
No. What? Tabaa.
When you put it together, you trying to go too fast.
Tabaa.
It's not a taba. It's go ahead. Here it is. Tabaya.
Tabaya.
You know.
Yeah, go.
You be saying Tabaya now.
Yeah.
You be saying I.
Tabaya.
Right.
It's Tabaya now.
Right. Do things, some things slow and it builds speed.
Yeah.
You know. Do it slow.
Tabaya. Anawa.
Yeah, that's it.
Tabaya.
Tabaya.
Tabaya. Anawa. Tabana. Tabaya. Anawa.
All right, this ain't a rap concert.
Yeah, you always take your time. You know, your speed. You know, is built. You're not here to impress anybody right now.
I'm trying to remember. They say the best
trooper
make the best officer, best officer make the best captain, best captain make the best general, best general make the best servant. No, I'm just talking now.
Listen. He's trying to tell you something. You're not listening.
Slow down. Listen. Sound everything out. And then run it back. You know what I'm saying? In our class, when we was doing the Sabbath service at the library, you know, remember those problems we was running across the Potter's house?
Mm-hmm.
You know, we always try to tell the brothers, slow it down. Then build speed. And when you build speed, bam, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know.
What you're saying is he was telling me to slow it down. I used to mutilate the Hebrew.
Well, he wasn't going to say no names.
Right? Right. I know. But I know I used to mutilate the Hebrew. I was that thing lost.
Build the speed, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
I would like a paper. When y'all do the prayers, I would like a paper so I can do the prayers with you.
No sweat.
Okay.
No sweat.
Okay, yeah.
No sweat.
How was your name?
All right. You want this, Isaac? Go ahead.
Lashawan.
Nope.
Banas.
You're not a shot.
Yawan.
Bunasaya one.
Yawan.
Bunasaya one. Not Bunya. Well, yeah,
Bunna-
I mean,
Bunasaya one.
Bunasaya one.
Bunasaya one.
You gonna try that one again?
Bunasaya one.
Yeah, see, y'all
Bunasaya
brothers,
one.
y'all tongue twister brothers. Y'all like the tongue twister, you know what I'm saying? The way y'all be rapping and shit. Y'all so used to that. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to going slow and then trying to build it, you know what I'm saying? You know.
Bunasaya one.
Bunna.
Bunasaya one.
That's it. Go ahead.
But that's a one. Ball.
Hold on.
A one.
Remember we just talked about slowing down? You moving way too fast. All right. Slow down. Because you didn't get this one all right. Go ahead.
But now, so yeah.
No.
But now, so yeah.
No, take it one piece at a time.
But
Just
now,
like when we be
so
reading.
yeah.
Just like when we be reading and everything. A lot of times it's good to take it one word at a time. Instead of just trying to run through it right quick, you start tripping and falling. You know what I'm saying? One word at a time.
Let's
but
go.
now, so yeah. One.
Now put it together.
But now, so yeah. One.
Most High in Christ. Bunasaya one.
There we go.
That's it.
And that's how you build speed.
Bunasaya one.
That's how you build speed.
Abba. Hawa. Sha. Nawa.
Now put it together.
Hawa sha Nawa.
Now, even though you saying the words when you put it together, it's gonna sound more closely to Hawa Shai Nawa. Hawa Shai
Nawa.
Nawa.
I was shy no.
Hawa Shai.
I was
I
shining
was
out.
shower now. I was shower now. Is that it?
Hawa Shai Nawa.
I was shower now.
Hawa Shai Nawa.
That just sounds different when you say it slow. It
does.
doesn't sound like that.
No, it does. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what we've been saying. You gotta build the speed.
I was shower now. I was shower now.
That's a lucky. Oh, man.
All right.
Yeah, you get that though.
My young. Ra.
Mm.
Ra.
Mm.
Ra. Ra.
Right.
Right.
That's an I. I mean, it makes the sound. It's not. It makes the sound of an I.
Right.
Okay.
You can't say
Right.
rub because if it was rub, it would be this.
Okay.
Right.
Kaya.
Is that
Kaya.
you?
Kaya.
Right. Is
Kaya.
you?
Huh?
Is that?
Kaya. Kaya.
And deliver us from evil.
That is it. So it's not
Deliver us
right.
from
It's just right.
Yeah, deliver us from evil.
All right. So we got a correction. All right. We looked up the Hebrew word earlier, and it was the it was a ra. No, it was a yeah. It was a ra and an I. Right. And these words are connected. So previously I stated there was no connection. There's a connection. So instead of saying I, is you drop the A because it's connected. Right. We just learned that word today. Evil. Right. Most High in Christ.
So evil is right.
Right.
R-A-I, but you drop the A.
You drop the A because it's connected. we go, Isaiah.
This is where I start speaking Yiddish. Laka. Hi, ma, Lockwood.
Okay, that was pretty good.
Hi, Allah.
Uh-huh. You ain't really had too much trouble. Well, I think that Buenos Aires 1 got you.
Right. And also, it's the first time I read it this slow. Like you were saying, slow it down.
That's it. That's going to be the key right there. Prayer's going to take a little longer, but you know what I'm saying? It's quality over quantity.
Okay.
Where we at? Oh, snap. I didn't realize how late it was. All right, we're going to finish this up real quick. Here we go. Isaiah.
Don't make Yiddish again.
All right. This is it. This is the last line, except for Amen. I think everybody already know how to say that.
What? Rata.
No.
Roth.
Right. Try it again. Whole thing.
What the para? What's a para?
No. You keep saying tie. Ain't no tie in there.
What the para?
Right. The para.
To para.
You said
What the para?
not ta. Don't say ta.
Okay.
No ta in it. Waha the pa arath.
What the para?
Ta
Da. What the para?
pa arath. Do you
Pa
say
arath.
Do you say arath?
Okay.
Most high Christ. Give it a try, young man.
Wahada.
All right. Listen to him say it, and then you come back and say it. Go ahead, Isaiah.
What the para?
You kind of blended it. Pa arath.
What the para?
Right. That's it right there. Go ahead.
Wahada.
Pa arath. Try it again.
Wahada.
Most high Christ. Go ahead, Isaiah.
La
No, that's not a
la I Y
No.
Salaki.
What? Try it again.
La I wa lum. Yeah.
Most high in Christ. That's it.
I want to tell you I have a blessed night, man. Don't be up no more.
Yeah. We go from 10 a.m.
10 a.m.
to 12 p.m.
I'll be here 10 a.m.
All right,
Have a
brother.
blessed night. Love y'all.
So that food you throw in the street.
Go ahead, young man.
La wa lion.
Lum.
Lum.
Yum.
Yum.
Say it
That's how
again.
you lion. Lion.
That's it. Say it again.
La I wa lum yum.
Most high in Christ. That's it.
La I wa lum.
All right. So Isaiah, you didn't seem to have actually. It was one or two words that tripped you up. For the most part, that was good.
Right. I see what my problem is. Russian, like you said.
Yeah.
Have to slow it down.
Yeah. That's it. So with that, we're gonna end the class.
Good Lord.
All right. You ain't dressed. I ain't going.
I had no
No sweat. No sweat. All right, this is the I.S.U.P.K security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K, started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, Numbers 18 and 21, Malachi 3 and 8 through 10, means 10th in Hebrew, ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations, you got the Feast of Dedication, which is not a high holy day, but it's a feast day. That's December 20th, right? We're going to get together. We're going to be cooking, eating good. We're going to remember the time where we dedicated the temple after defeating the Greeks. You understand? We got the temple back right after they defiled it. So that's an important day for Israel. Don't forget April 9th, man. April 9th is going down. You got the Lord's 51st Passover going down in the stadium, and it looked beautiful. So look on Facebook, go online, check YouTube for all that information in the website, right? If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school to start wearing all black boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf with that, imajim means stand. Wapunya Hakwadum means turn and face the east. I will pass this back to you, but I'm just gonna go ahead and do it this time. But next time you're gonna have to rock it up.
Okay.
The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa.
Abanawa.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Qadash.
Qadash.
I.S.U.P.K.
Yahweh.
Lakwaka. Taba'ah. Radzaka. I.S.U.P.K. Baratiza. Bashamayim. Nathanawa. Come.
The cow.
Yawam. Wasalakla. Kabawatinawa. Zalaknawa. Kabawatwanawa. Wala'ah. Tabiyanawa. Wanasai. Abor. Hawashayanawa. Mayan. Rai. Laka. Amalakwa. Para. Aman. Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. Forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it. Prayer for the Hakat, the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh. Bahashim Yahushua. Babushah. Tanlanawa. Hakat. Larapar. Kal Makalak. Kal Madawak. Hakat. Latahar. Amatazarayim. Hakat. Lahak. Hakat. Al-Wakarawak. Atama Allah. Karshan. Bahashim Yahushua. The water Amun. The Hakat in English. Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua. Please give us the power. The power to heal. All manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the leper. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it. Prayer for the blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh. Wa Yahushua. Wa Miyakala. Wa Lahayim. Matazabiyah. Alawapihana. Alawapiyam. Hasaranyam. Haikwatazayanyam. Kayayayam. Wahayakwatiyam. Yahweh. Bahashim Yahushua. The water Aman. The prayer for the blessings in English. Bless you, Yahweh. And Yahushua. And Michael. And the angels. Commanding General YAHANNA, the generals,
the generals,
the captains,
the captains,
the officers,
the officers,
the troopers,
the troopers,
and the sisters.
and the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh
In the name of Yahweh.
Thank you.
Thank you. So be it.
The anointing prayer in Hebrew. Yabarak Yahweh.
Yabarak Yahweh.
Wayashamarka.
Wayashamarka.
Ya'ar Yahweh.
Ya'ar Yahweh.
Panyawa.
Panyawa.
Al-Yika.
Al-Yika.
Wayakanka.
Wayakanka.
Yeshua Yahweh.
Yeshua Yahweh.
Panyawa.
Panyawa.
Al-Yika.
Al-Yika.
Wayasham Yika. Salaki. Wayashamlaka.
Wayashamlaka.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bahashim Yahweh.
Bahashim Yahweh.
Barak.
Barak.
Rapat.
Rapat.
Magun.
Magun.
A gun.
A gun.
The Thurman family.
The Thurman family.
The Sutton family.
The Sutton family.
The Hill family.
The Hill family.
And all the children of Israel.
All the children of Israel.
The Puckett family.
The Puckett family.
Hall family.
The Hall family.
Todd family.
The Todd family.
Thurman family.
The Thurman family.
The Wright family.
The Wright family.
Ruiz family.
Ruiz family.
And all the children of Israel.
All the children of Israel.
Done.
All the destroyed of Israel.
All the children of Israel.
Done.
The Johnson family.
Johnson family.
The Finney family.
The Finney family.
The Hughes family.
The Hughes family.
The Grayson family.
The Grayson family.
The Russell family.
The Russell family.
And all destroyed of Israel.
And all the children of Israel.
Done.
My brothers in this class family.
Brothers and class family.
And I.S.U.P.K family.
I.S.U.P.K family.
All the soldiers in the UPK.
All the soldiers in the UPK.
Done.
Bahashim Yahweh.
Bahashim Yahweh.
The water Aman.
The water Aman.
Anointing prayer in English. Yahweh bless thee and keep thee.
Yahweh bless thee and keep thee.
Yahweh make his face shine upon thee.
Yahweh bless thee and shine upon thee.
And be gracious unto thee.
Be gracious unto thee.
Yahweh lift up his countenance
Yahweh lift up his countenance
upon thee.
Upon thee.
And give thee peace.
And give thee peace.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Bless.
Bless.
Heal.
Heal.
Shield.
Shield.
Protect.
Protect.
I.S.U.P.K curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh.
Blessed are you, Yahweh.
King of heaven and earth.
King of heaven and earth.
And all things living.
And all things living.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Listen to us now.
Listen
Do it now.
Right now.
Right now.
Send evils and curses.
Send
Evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
That speak against us.
That speak against us.
Thy prophets.
Our prophets.
The teachers.
The teachers.
The princes.
The princes.
The priests.
The priests.
The Israelite brothers.
The Israelite brothers.
And the school.
And the school.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
And shake loose the treasures.
Take loose the treasures
Of the rich of Israel.
Of the rich of Israel.
That refuse to give to the school.
That refuse to give to the school.
Force their riches.
Force their riches.
To enter thy sanctuary.
Enter into thy sanctuary.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the Edomites.
To the Edomites.
And the nations.
And the nations.
And their drug dealers.
And their drug dealers.
The court system.
The court system.
The prison system.
The prison system.
Planned Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood.
All the governments of our enemies.
All the governments of our enemies.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Roman Catholic Church.
Roman Catholic Church.
The Pope.
The Pope.
Islam.
Islam.
Christianity.
Christianity.
Egyptology.
Egyptology.
Militia.
Militia.
Ku Klux Klan.
Ku Klux Klan.
Aryan Nation.
Aryan Nation.
Skinheads.
Skinheads.
Posse Comitatus.
Posse Comitatus.
The gay movement.
The gay movement.
The lesbian
The
movement.
lesbian movement.
Spies.
Spies.
Workers of witchcraft.
Workers of witchcraft.
NASA space program.
NASA space program.
Army.
Army.
Navy.
Navy.
Air Force.
Air Force.
Marines.
Marines.
Wall Street.
Wall Street.
Open up the internet.
Open up the internet.
And the airwaves.
And the airwaves.
The cable access channel.
Cable access channel.
And the radio channel.
And the radio channel.
Convict the spirit
Convict the spirit
of any of thy people
of any of thy people
that seek to stop
that
us
seek to stop us
and bring swift destruction
and bring swift destruction
to all the heathens
to all the heathen
that stand in the way,
that stand in the way,
try to stop us
or try to stop us
from broadcasting your word
from broadcasting your words
throughout the planet Earth.
throughout the planet Earth.
Let loose all the plagues.
Let loose all the plagues.
Cause them to go to and fro
Cause them to go to and fro
through the earth
through the earth
and consume them.
and consume them.
Let the plagues shake
Let the plague shake
the house of the thief
the house of the thief
and the murderer.
and the murderer.
Let Yahweh Shai,
Let Yahweh Shai,
Michael and Gabriel
Michael and Gabriel.
come down with the flying saucers
come down with the flying saucers
and punish all the heathens
and punish all the heathen
that come up against us
that come up against us
as we speak thy word.
as we speak thy word.
Cause it to be known by all
Cause it to be known by all
that it is the angels that have done it.
it is the angels that have done it.
Cause it to be spread through
Cause it to be spread through
the media
throughout
the whole world.
the whole world.
Cause them to shake at thy coming.
Cause it to shake at thy government.
In the name of Yahweh Shai,
In the name of Yahweh Shai,
thank you always.
thank you always.
So be it.
So be it.
Sa means to turn. We'll give a courteous salute. Men of Israel, Majim Shabbat. I Majim, Barak. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Yazmatah. We're gonna give a courteous salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Majim Shabbat. I Majim, Barak. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Yazmatah. Class dismissed.
That's right. Ready?
Hey, young man, Mark.